Hey, welcome back. This is the 9th video in my series on beginner acoustic guitar. Today we are looking at our minor key. In our previous lesson, we looked at our major key, how we can take our major scale and we can pull 7 chords out of that scale to make the chords that go in our major key. Today we're doing the exact same process, but we are using our minor scale and therefore our minor key. Let's use A minor today. So we're going to start on the note A, and we're going to go through the exact same process that we went through in our previous lesson with our major scale and our major key. We're just now starting with our minor scale to get our minor key. We're going to keep a note, skip a note, keep a note, skip a note, keep a note. We're going to go through that process to determine what chords come out of our minor scale. In this case, those notes are A, C, and E. Do, me, so, A, C, and E. That's a root, a minor third, and a fifth. That gives us A minor. So we should not be surprised by that, right? Because our one chord in a major key is a major chord. That means our one chord in a minor key is going to be a minor chord. Now we're going to start on the second note. We're going to start on re, in this case, B, because we're in A minor, right? We're still just staying with the scale A minor, but now we're starting on the second note. Same process, keep, skip, keep, skip, keep. B, skip C, keep D, skip E, keep F. So that gives us B, D, and F. Well, if you notice, this is a root, a minor third, and a flat 5, a diminished fifth. Do, me, say, which means our 2 chord, B, is going to be B diminished. That's going to be our 2 chord in a minor key. So far we have A minor is our 1 chord, and B diminished is our 2 chord. Now we're starting on the third note. We're starting on C. Do, me, or do, re, me, A, B, C. Same process. Keep C, skip D, keep E, skip F, and keep G. What that gives us is C, E, and G. Do, me, so, root, major, third, fifth, root, major, third, fifth. So that is C major. So we've got A minor, we've got B diminished, and we've got C major. Now on to our 4 chord, the 4th note of our scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, do, re, mi, fa, A, B, C, D. So we're starting on D, skip a note, which would be E, so we're skipping that. We're going to keep the next note, which is F. We're going to skip the next note, which is G, and we are going to keep A, the next note. That gives us D, F, and A. Do, me, so, root, minor, third, fifth. That gives us D minor, okay? So far we have A minor, we have B diminished, we have C major, and we have D minor. So our 4 chord is minor. Now we're going to go up from D to the 5th note, which is E. So we're starting on the 5th note of the scale. Do, re, mi, fa, so, A, B, C, D, E. Same process. Keep, skip, keep, skip, keep. What that gives us is E, G, and B. Do, me, so. Those are the 3 notes that build up E minor. E is our root, G is our minor third, and B is our 5th. So we have E minor is our 5 chord. So far, we've got A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor. Now let's start on the 6th note of the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, that's the note F. We're going to keep a note, skip a note, keep a note, skip a note, keep a note. What that gives us is F, A, and C. Root, major, third, fifth. So that gives us F major. So, our first 6 chords in a minor key are in A minor in this case. A minor is our 1 chord, B diminished is our 2, C major is our 3, D minor is our 4, E minor is our 5, F major is our 6, and then our last chord is going to be starting on the last note of the scale, so in this case starting on G, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, or Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Te, excuse me. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Te, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we're starting on there, then we're going to keep this note, skip the next note, keep the next note, skip, keep. That gives us G, B, and D. A root, major, 3rd, and 5th. Do, mi, sol, do, mi, sol, do, mi, sol, do, mi, sol. So that gives us G major. What that means is the 7 chords that make up A minor, the key of A minor, are A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major. All right, well, if you have noticed, the 7 chords that build up the key of A minor are actually the exact same 7 chords that build up the key of C major. And there's a reason for that. A minor is what's called the relative minor of C major. Every major key has a minor key that are the exact same notes as it. And every minor key has a major key that are the exact same notes. It's like two sides of the same coin, right? So if we're in C major is built up of the notes C, D, E, F, G, A, B, back to C. A minor is built up of the notes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, back to A. It's the exact same 7 notes. There are no sharps and there are no flats in either key, right? C major is all natural notes, A minor is all natural notes. What that means is, because it's built up of the same note, it's going to have the exact same chords in it. A good way to visualize this, the chords in A minor, B diminished, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, right? A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major. If we just take that order of types of chords, we're given this: minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major, right? In a major key, again, that we talked about in our last lesson, this is the 7 types of chords that we have: major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. All we're doing, because it's the same cycle of whole steps and half steps that make that major key or that minor key, the only difference is where we're starting. In a major key, we're starting here: major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. In a minor key, we'd be starting here: minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. It's the same cycle of chords, just starting in a different place. I visualize this as a circle, okay? Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. If we start up here, we're at major. We're starting at the beginning of our major key. If we're starting down here on what would be the 6th one, right? Major, minor, minor, major, major, minor. It's a minor key. It's the exact same cycle, just starting at a different place within that cycle. So C major has the exact same notes and therefore the exact same chords as A minor. A minor has the exact same notes and therefore the exact same chords as C major, because they are what is known as relative major and relative minor. The quickest way of figuring that out, if we are in a major key, just count up to your 6th note. Count up to La. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, C, D, E, F, G, A. Right? We can either go up a major 6, or another quick way of doing that is just go down a minor 3rd. It gets us to the same thing. Down a minor 3rd, starting on C, gets us to A. So that's a little shortcut to figure out our relative minor. If we are in a minor key and we want to figure out what our relative major is, all we have to do is the opposite. We have to just go up to a minor third. So whatever, we start on A, we go up a minor third, and that gets us to C. Or we can just count up to the third note, right? Do, re, mi, do, mi, do, re. So that's a little shortcut to how we can figure out our relative major and relative minor. We'll get more in depth in this in future lessons. But for now, I just want you to take that away from this. What that means, if we take a step back, is that in a minor key, our order of chords in a minor key goes like this. Minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major. That's the order of chords that build a minor key. So just like when we learned our order of chords in a major key, which was major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, any major key that we're in, doesn't matter what note we're starting on. If we're in a major key, Ionian, right, that's our name for a major key, it's going to be that same order of types of chords because the distances between the notes are the same. Doesn't mean they're going to be the same chord, right? It's not always going to be C major, D minor, E minor, F major, D major, A minor, B diminished, but it's going to be the same types of chords, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. The same thing is true here in a minor key. A minor key, also called Aeolian, so our major key is Ionian, our minor key is Aeolian, that is going to be the same cycle of chords, which is minor, diminished, major, minor, minor, major, major, okay? So in A minor, that gives us A minor, B diminished, C major, D minor, E minor, F major, and G major. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next lesson.